Hey friends, Madison and I are both over the age of 21 and everything we're doing is legal in Chicago. Please drink responsibly.
You're kidding.
You're kidding.
So I don't know if this makes me a bad person or not. I've really been sitting on this for a bit.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. So there are two people in my building who have texted me in like the past month. And both texts I got from them were like, hey, do you have a plunger that I can use? And I do own a plunger. And both times I was like, no, I'm sorry. And I told them I didn't have one. And I don't have a particular reason why. Maybe I just didn't want to deal with having an interaction with somebody or something. But I was like, no, and I lied. And I lied to them about having a plunger.
I might have done that as well. I think I would have also done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to say that, yes, it does make you a bad person.
You think?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think so at all. I mean, that's what I would do.
Oh, my God.
So.
Yeah, I've been giving it a really hard thought all week.
That is.
Because I felt kind of bad. And then I did it again. And then I felt even more bad.
Oh, my God.
But I was like, well, fuck. My answer is still no. Thank you.
Welcome to Your Kidding.
A podcast about nothing.
Yes, we are under the influence.
No, we do not know what we're talking about.
My name is Maddison, and my pronouns are she, her.
And my name is Jayce, and my pronouns are they, them.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice to
are
meet you.
Are you non-binary? Yeah, so... Okay. Well, so
we got a notebook.
I hand wrote my notes today. I don't know why. I just sort of threw them together.
You do what you got to do.
Well, okay. So today we're talking about something that we've definitely talked about before.
Oh, that's sorry because
it's really funny.
You said we're talking about the garden, and I said I've never heard of this earlier when we talked about this. So sorry, I don't remember.
Yeah. But it's okay because I don't know if you knew what it was called. Sorry, I was distracted by Siri.
I might know it then.
Yeah, no, you know it. You know it.
Because
I'm going to talk about it. Ready? So It's called The Garden. So it's called The Garden. And it is located in Tennessee.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I do know what this is. I just didn't know the name of it. Okay. Cody Co just did a video on this.
I know. I was so pissed off.
I knew.
I was so pissed off because I have been thinking about this for a while and wanting to do this for a minute, but our schedules just got so out of whack.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And so everybody's done videos on them, and it's just we're hopping on the trend, I suppose. But I have things to say. I have things to say that I think Cody did not cover in his video.
Perfect.
I think he sort of made a lot of generalizations about a lot of things, and some of his facts were incorrect.
Period. I didn't watch it, so
I did. I was pissed off. I watched it. It was good. It was a good video. I love Cody Co. Hey,
but
Cody.
Stupid.
But I'm mad. No. So it is located. For anyone who wants to go there, it is located at 8967 Gallon Road in Tennessee.
I know exactly where that is.
Yeah.
Thanks for the address.
It is. Yeah, you're welcome. You gonna go? I want to go. We'll get into that. So this is sort of, I wanted to make a whole thing out of this and do a trial and do the state versus
oh my God,
the garden. Yeah. And then I was like, I kind of feel bad for these people. So I think we're just going to talk about it because I don't know. Okay. So the garden as an institution, how long do you think it's been around from your perception of it? From what you know of it?
Maybe 6 months.
Yeah. It's been around for 12 years.
What?
Yeah. And it's only ever been fully capable, according to the guy who is one of the people who owns the land, it's only been ever capable of holding 40 to 60 people, and that's only for 2 months, and then they run out of.
Did you say what it was?
So okay, so this is an You're so right. This is an intentional community that is in Tennessee that is like a sustainable living and non-capitalist group, right? Who have this mission statement of like gardening and agriculture and education and accessibility and things like that. But a lot of the members are just like weird. They're just like weirdos.
Which sounds cool until you dive into it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So a lot of people, right, on TikTok, like, I mean, they sort of have gotten popular from this member named Tree. Tree is Alive, Tree. I think, is his TikTok. And
yeah,
he's like new to the garden. And he suddenly became this like massive spokesperson through TikTok. And was like inviting people on TikTok, like anybody, to come to this community and to bring resources for them, which, you know, they need for the lifestyle that they're living. Like if you watch the videos, which I have a bunch saved to talk about.
Great. I love that.
Yeah. It's like they obviously need these resources, and the more people that are there, the easier it is to live without money, you know, because everyone can sort of pitch in.
Yeah.
To live that like sort of anti-capitalist lifestyle. So yeah, so they're inviting people over TikTok, and it seems really creepy and weird because there's a lot of creepy weirdos who live there.
That was my consensus.
Yeah. And it's true. It's true. A lot of, I mean, so it just grew and grew and grew in popularity. And it was all over my For You page. I was like, oh my God, cult this, cult that, you know? And there were these accounts that were just like dedicated and are dedicated to like telling people like, do not go to this thing. And so I was like, oh, I gotta go.
Oh my God. We literally argued about this in the car. I was like, no, do not go. And they were like, I'm going. Like, you cannot stop me.
I don't want to join the cult. I don't. It's not for me. We'll get into whether or not it's actually a cult. But regardless of whether or not it's a cult, I don't want to stay there. I do not want to live there. I have a good thing going for me right now. I'm kind of chilling. So, yeah, you know, I don't want to go to join, but I want to meet them because I don't know. I just have this feeling of like, this is my life. And this is a thing that's so weird and so accessible to me. You know, if like, I mean, granted, I'd have to find a way to get to Tennessee. So it's not like super accessible.
Like, it's not that crazy, you know?
Yeah, like I could just go and they would be like, welcome. And I could meet them all. And then I could be like, thanks for having me. And then I could leave. Yeah. And I could have just like have that experience.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of thoughts like that lately. Like, life is so short. Am I really not just going to do everything I possibly can? Yeah. So I totally, I relate to that.
This is me. Get me to Tennessee, baby. I want to meet Tree. I want to talk to this man. I have some fucking questions.
Yeah, I have some questions. Yeah.
And I would like to go. Granted, it is also like an extremely... We do have to acknowledge, like, there's, like, a lot of weirdos who live there, and I'm saying weirdos, but it's, like, convicted felons and, like, people who have warrants out for their arrest in multiple states, and people who are, like, convicted of, like, you know, assault in all forms, you know?
Yeah, that seems scary.
And it's a community where children are there, and they have these, you know, not saying that, like, criminals deserve, you know, but it's, like, people, I don't know.
Yeah,
it
but
just
I wouldn't
seems a
want to
little
live
questionable.
in like a close environment with someone who is a convicted assaulter either.
Yeah, who hasn't been through any sort of like reform. I mean, I don't know these people, but that's what I'm assuming. So I don't know about that, but that's what I'm assuming. I don't know. But yeah, so it's just like weird. And they have these videos where they like show everybody all the time, and Tree is like, he's from the UK. He's like, come to the garden. And then
from the UK, but lives in
he like travels.
Buttfuck, Tennessee.
Well, so here's the thing: he lived in like Costa Rica or something for a bit in like an intentional community down there, and he had a YouTube channel. I'm gonna show you. We can start with.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. This might be an interesting place to start. Can you log into your computer? So there's this video that's really interesting. from Tree, and I'll show you some of his
Tree
other
the garden?
content. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to.
Tree is alive.
So
Oh my
So,
god,
this
just
video-
looking at the thumbnail.
this video is called "Margaret Knows, But Do You." This is like kind of the man who has made himself the spokesperson of of the garden. So this is Tree.
Are you gonna put your microphone to the...
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Where's your speaker? Is it like...
It's in the, like, here in here.
Okay, so if I put it here with that,
Yeah.
you think it'll pick it up? This is so funny. I'm going to make it really loud. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, you get back up. This is disgusting.
Tell you something? Are you ready to know what I'm gonna tell you?
It gets worse.
It gets worse than that.
You're not doing anything. You're not even doing anything.
Anything.
Margaret knows, but do you know, do ya? Margaret knows, but do you?
So that is just... And
What
then I
is
would...
this about?
Well, I would like to direct your attention to the description. It says improv. So who's Margaret? Improv. So this is...
I don't know what to say about that. Oh my god.
Yeah, so we're like off to a pretty strong start.
That was... I would never want to live anywhere near this person.
Isn't that absolutely insane? So this is his
wow.
improv.
Oh my
That
god.
is so fucking crazy, dude. Like, so yeah, so even though this sort of community claims that it's like, no, there's no leaders, it's all community based, and they have this like town council that makes all these decisions, everyone sort of acknowledges, like everyone else, I suppose not the people who live there, but everyone else in the real world sort of acknowledges that that Tree is like the leader of them, or like the spokesperson at least.
That is absolutely wild.
Yeah, and it's very strange. And he's not the only one. There is another like spokesperson that has like emerged in the garden who well, I guess her name is Rel,
Okay.
and she is a white woman with dreadlocks.
I was noticing some dreads on this person as well.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So we can, but yeah, so just another one, right? And she has been a part of the garden for a very long time. And she is connected to a group of people known as the Rainbow something. I wrote it down, don't worry. Rainbow Collective.
Okay.
So the Rainbow Collective, I watched a little documentary about it. It's this group. It's like an intentional community that was started like a really long time ago. And it would be like these like festivals essentially, and these like gatherings of people known as the Rainbow Collective. And they were trying to find an escape from what they call Babylon. And so Babylon to them is like everything that is evil and everything that
Babble
is
for your life, babble.
Stop. Oh my god.
So sorry for anyone not gay listening to this right now.
Oh my god. I wonder how many straight people listen to us.
Probably like
A lot, do you think?
oh, I was gonna say 0. Oh,
Oh, okay.
actually, I think
Sorry,
that
straight people.
there is a number because I always tell men I match with on Tinder to listen.
That is so funny.
Not always. But they ask about it. So I'm like, okay, listen to it then.
I mean, promote it, right?
yeah. Hi, guys.
So, so the Rainbow Collective believes that Babylon is like society, and it stop, and it's the root of all evil. And so the other like day, Rel posted these TikToks, just like Babylon is coming, follow the revolution, saying like, yeah, Babylon is crumbling, and like this weird one. Which,
That's it.
yeah, it says join the revolution. And it's so weird.
Okay.
And that's not the only weird thing that Rel does. And TW, like animal cruelty, I guess.
No.
So there's been two sort of instances, which these are also a big reason why it blew up on TikTok.
Oh, I know about this one, yes.
Yeah, so Rel ate a cat that had come onto the property in Tennessee and claimed it was because the cat was
Killing
their chickens. And on the garden website, which we can take a look at if you'd like.
Yeah.
But there's like a rule that says like no hunting unless it's sustainable hunting. And they counted it as sustainable hunting because they were like, we had to kill the cat because it was harming our chickens. So it's sustainable to hunt and eat the cat.
But you didn't have
But
to
it's
eat
like
it.
no hunting otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they definitely just ate it to be quirky.
That's
You know,
so
which is like serial
fucking-
killer, you know,
yeah.
serial killer stuff. Because Rel also, when her cat died in a car accident, or when her dog, did I say that? When her dog died in a car accident,
Dog died.
she skinned it and made it into clothing, and she wears her dog.
That is a serial killer. If she hasn't killed someone yet, she will.
Yeah, and she has made TikToks. I don't think I saved any of them, but she's made TikToks that are like, people around town know me as the girl who wears her dog, and I wear my dog with pride. So don't tell me not to wear my dog because I have been wearing my dog for 3 years. And it's like so weird.
Well, I have something to tell her. Don't wear your dog.
Yeah, like horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. So this is the website for the garden.
Okay, very
It's like
minimal.
Yeah, it's very much like this is just like sort of their mission statement, which is about like egalitarian societies, propagating a culture of sharing and freedom, growing in harmony with nature. It says the garden's main purpose is not to be a solitary community, but rather to be a part of a network of mutual aid and a hub where traveling people and caravan communities can collaborate at. So in an interview 9 months ago with the man who sort of started the garden 12 years ago, he was like, this is a place that we want people to move to and plant roots at and live in, because the more people live here, the more hands we have to build more buildings, so the more we can support more people. And that is how we get a community that can intentionally support itself without capitalism, because it's a lot of people who are dedicated.
Yeah.
You know? And all of these TikToks that we see of like Rel and Tree asking people to come to the garden are them being like, please come and stay with us. And then a few days ago, after getting so much hate after such a long time from everybody, Rel put out a post that was like, hey, we actually, when we ask people to come here, we don't mean to stay and live here. We actually only want visitors, and that's it. And it was like really weird. And then everyone who used to TikTok suddenly like stopped TikToking about it, and it all got really silent.
That's sketchy.
And they still post like sometimes
makes me
every once in a
nervous.
while, but it's like sort of down low now. But I have these TikToks like this one. We don't need to play them all. I don't know if this is. Do you think the audio thing is even working?
I think so.
Okay, well then we can play it. But this is a TikTok where they're introducing the girls' cabin for people can like live. It says you could live here.
This is the women's cabin. This is where I stay, and then we have 2 open bunks right now. We got a wood stove and lots of wood, and I'll keep the fire going all night long.
Look at the beautiful views.
I'm gonna bleep that.
Cool this place is. You've got like a whole open wood space. Wow. You could live here.
And to be
And
completely
then they
honest,
were like, we don't want you to live here.
yeah, they were like, nobody live here. But this also looks creepy as hell. I'm gonna be honest. It's like a cabin in the middle of the
looks
woods.
like a murder cabin.
Yeah, it's a murder cabin.
But
it's
I mean,
Rel and the 2 empty bunks
With
and
what
her
they're-
skinned dog and the fire burning all night in the middle of the woods.
With what they're doing, I understand why it looks like that,
Yeah,
but
that's
it
true.
is scary.
Yeah. So when we think in the court case of to complete this bit, in the court case of the people versus the garden, I would say it is not a cult, but it is an intentional community that has gone wrong and has
It's
a lot of
dangerously close.
alt-right creepy people. I don't think it's dangerously close. I think it's just like a place where hippies live. Because the same thing happened with the Rainbow Collective, right? So it's this group of people that just come and collect in like music festivals. And all of a sudden, like as the years went on, they just started attracting a lot of people who were like homeless and who had like addiction issues, who like had nowhere else to go. And with that, like sort of inevitably came like violence. And then the Rainbow Collective was like not like allowed in national parks because they just brought like a lot of crime with them, and then they just sort of like fizzled out. And they're like still a thing kind of, but it's just like, I'll show you a video later and I can maybe like edit a little bit of it in, but they're like, they're just like crazy, dude. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know how
that
to say
makes
that in a
sense.
nice way. They're just,
Well, because
they just need help.
That's exactly what it is. And those kind
Yeah.
of people, as well as needing a place to be, they need
Yeah.
help. And it's like you're not going to get help by just being in nothingness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the guy Patrick, who I watched the interview of him, he talked about how when they first started this, it just attracted like a lot of people who had the same issues and were just like doing hard drugs on the property, and like it was really difficult for them. And like there are still people who like have criminal records who live there, but there's like a strict like drug policy there, and there's like things, you know. So I don't know, it just doesn't seem very much like a cult. It just kind of seems like a hippie commune that's like not doing very well and has attracted a lot of people who believe in QAnon,
okay, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and like alt-right politics, which granted, fuck those people, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like obviously, but I don't think it's a cult.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel? Was my argument convincing?
I mean, that makes sense to me, but I don't know. I don't really know enough about it or cults in general, I guess.
Yeah, so I have written down here, we should Google what a cult is.
Oh, okay. I was going to do an episode on a different cult,
Yeah.
but I'll wait a while to do that one now.
Sorry about it. I don't know what to tell you.
I forgive you.
Okay. So, what are characteristics of a cult? Okay. The group, this is number one.
Okay.
Do you want to go through the points? Should we do that?
Sure, but I cannot read that. I have bad eyesight. Beautiful.
I got you. Okay. Number one, the group is focused on a living leader to whom members seem to display excessively zealous, unquestioning commitment.
But they don't have a leader.
They don't have a leader. Would you like to see a video? Would you like to see a video of one of their council meetings?
I definitely would.
I found one.
A council meeting.
Now we're going to have council, where we make decisions based on consensus. We write the topics that we would like to discuss. We read the mission statement.
To learn, teach, and experiment in a variety
That's his girlfriend.
of self-sufficient living skills.
Right now we're making a decision about what we should do about some chickens that are injured or diseased. Make decisions with 10 seconds of silence, and the proposal right now is, should we kill the chickens? Now we're going to have council where we make
Yeah.
So it seems like an NHS meeting.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. They're like,
But
let's read the minutes of last meeting and then
I know that they say they don't have a leader, but there's obviously people acting as leaders. Like, there's no way for no one to be like,
I don't think that's true.
like,
I don't think that's true.
then like, who delivers stuff to the council?
If you have an opinion, you can like state it, and then they do it. What I saw was they do a thing like if I have a problem with something, I can be like, you write it down. You write down anything you want to talk about at the thing, and then you can present it to everybody who lives there. It doesn't matter how soon you got there or how long you've been there. You present it to everybody, and then there's 10 seconds of silence, and they all think, and then they all vote, and the majority rules on whatever the issue is that's been brought to the table. And they do that, like, I think every week. I'm like, it just seems like it's a group of people who are like underfunded and can't build like a solid, sustainable community trying to build a solid, sustainable community.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what I would do if I was in a group with a group of people, you know?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I would be like, okay, this is probably how we should all make decisions, I guess, you know?
I mean, that seems like the best. Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, to play devil's advocate against myself, in terms of this first checklist of characteristics item, in a lot of the videos, there's been weird videos from Rel. There's the Kool-Aid video that I told you about.
Oh, that is fucked up.
Yeah, so Rel, there was this like gallon, I don't know, carton, container, plastic thing that was filled with like Kool-Aid, I guess, like red liquid. And there was a label on it that was typed out that said Kool-Aid. And Rel filmed a video where one by one she went and had everyone take a sip of the Kool-Aid while she was like, drink the Kool-Aid. And then they all pretended to die at the end.
And if you don't know why that's fucked up, I know you know, but for listeners,
go for it.
There was a cult led by this guy named Jim Jones, and the saying "drink the Kool-Aid" comes from this. Basically, the place where all these people were in this cult at was about to get like raided by the government or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he made them commit mass suicide. Like, he murdered 900 people, basically, by drinking the Kool-Aid. So, 900 people.
Yeah. And they did that. And then, after everyone commented on that video being like, that is so messed up, why would you do that? Rel made a TikTok that was like, I don't even know what Jonestown is. When... I saw a TikTok about this. This is crazy. The TikTok kids loved it. I love that they do the research for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So the TikTok kids, they found out. So Rel posts this TikTok. I don't know what Jonestown is.
Liar.
Check back on her Facebook history. Come to find out, she does know what Jonestown is. And she made posts about how she is in support of mass genocide as a way of population control. Which... Holy shit.
And she's like, I know we said there's no leaders in this group, but
she's like a big
prominent
presence.
member.
Yeah. And she has made Facebook posts about how she's like, genocide. What?
That is terrifying.
What? You're kidding.
You're kidding.
You're kidding.
Literally kidding. That is terrifying.
Yeah.
And people are cool.
And they're all like, let's all live together in these buses. On this plot of land in Tennessee.
Buses.
Oh my God! And I wanna go.
And I
that
know
bad?
you
Is
want to
that
go.
bad?
And see, this
Is
is
it
why
bad
I
of me to
think-
want to go? Because I know they're bad people, and I don't like them. I don't want to be friends with them.
I understand
I just
wanting
want
to
see
just like
them.
experience that, but I think it's so dangerous.
Yeah. But
But
when else am I going to have a chance to do that? Never. When I'm old, I'm going to be like, no, I'm old.
I
know.
just got distracted looking at this list of characteristics. I don't know if I agree with all of them.
Okay, let's talk about
The
that.
next one is the group is preoccupied with making money. And I think that is part of it sometimes. But I feel like I definitely know of, for sure, cults that's not part of it.
I think that, I think that when we're talking about things like Scientology or like
that for
super
sure.
churches, you know, with these like, what are they called? Like the television
Televangelist kind of.
televangelists,
those
like
guys.
that kind of cult stuff. Can I say that's a cult? That I think
for sure,
So that kind of cult stuff is like totally obsessed with making money, but I feel like I agree with you.
Yeah.
But to the point of the group is preoccupied with bringing in new members, that is something that the garden has been a little wishy-washy. So come on, guys. You got to get your message straight if you want to be a good cult. These are their tips. We're giving them tips to be a
how
good
to be a
cult.
better cult.
Yeah.
Questioning, doubt, and dissent are discouraged.
Well, I have some news about that.
Oh,
I've seen some
okay.
TikToks from previous members who are like, they're anti-Semitic and they're racist there. And they're obviously very homophobic because they're all QAnon people. And they don't believe in COVID. So they don't believe in social distancing or wearing masks.
Yeah, I just don't believe.
They don't believe in it.
Don't believe in it.
So they don't
me
care.
too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So yeah, and so there was this one guy who makes all these TikToks. I'll like put up like a thing of one of his TikToks, like
Okay,
a screenshot on because I don't remember his name, but I know I've liked some of his stuff. But he made all these videos where he was like raising concerns at council meetings about COVID. And like the need of wearing masks and like new people coming in and stuff like that. And then they asked him to leave because if the council votes that they don't want you there anymore, you have to go. And there's like a trial period as well when you move there. It's like you can stay there for like, I think 10 days. I don't know if that's true, but it's something like that. Yeah. And then after 10 days, if you want to live there permanently, the council has to... Sounds like Survivor, like the tribal council.
It is basically.
Yeah, but it's like the council has to essentially like vote, and if you pass their vibe check, then you get to stay. And so there was this guy that was living there, and then he got kicked out because he was like raising too many concerns about problematic tendencies in terms of like politics.
Yeah, that sounds.
The fact that COVID is politics, but it is, you know.
And that is so fucking stupid that people turned it into that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But it's like literally like these people who believe that Joe Biden is changing the flag to mean that everyone in America is gay, you know?
I hope he is.
Like,
let's do it.
Well, have you heard about that conspiracy theory?
No,
It's
I
not about
haven't.
being gay, but there's this QAnon,
I don't even really.
it's like a conspiracy theorist, and it's this person or someone who posts on like a blog forum type thing. I don't know what. I'm not like too well versed with QAnon, but he says things like Joe Biden is going to do this at the inauguration. For the inauguration, they were like, and Trump is going to come and save the day or whatever. And like all these people believe it, you know?
Just you wait. This is what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was this
definitely
one
seen
that they
stuff
put
like
out that was like Joe Biden is adding gold into the flag, like into the colors of the flag. And it like means something about the Democrats or whatever. And they all believed it. And so there's this like TikTok. I don't know if you've seen this viral TikTok of this lady crying. And she's like, President Trump, like, you need to save us. And she's like literally losing her damn mind. And she's like, President Trump, they're changing the flag. Joe Biden. And she's like freaking out about it because Joe Biden's changing the flag. Well, it's like,
How do you believe that?
You know, like Alex Jones is like making the frogs gay. You know him? You seen that?
yeah.
He's like crazy. And these people are just like, yeah, QAnon, woo. And they live all together in Tennessee in a bus.
In a bus. That is absolutely outrageous.
Yeah. But for the point of questioning doubt and dissent, you know.
Yeah, sounds like
they
they're
are
definitely
discouraged and punished.
What are the more items?
Let's see. Let's click.
Oh, lots of
okay.
items.
Okay. Mind-numbing techniques such as meditation, chanting, speaking in tongues, denunciation sessions, blah, 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 blah. Well, there is a TikTok I would like to show you that
Okay.
I don't know if this is that, but I don't think it's this one. I have to find it. We'll
I'm
cut
sure
this
they
out.
do meditation and stuff, though.
Of you guys who have came here from TikTok. Seems like they already lost their mind. There's a lot of you guys.
So just a
Not him saying
description.
they're the weird ones, you know?
A description of that TikTok. He like pans over to like this makeshift stage that they've built, and it's like people dancing and playing like weird music from small instruments and like dressed in like tie-dye clothing, being weird. Hippies. Which I've seen some people making TikToks about like this is like suppression and like this is like mind-numbing activities. Like this is an example of it. And they like paint a lot there, and people say that can be I don't know if that's true. I don't know what qualifies as a mind-numbing activity, to be completely honest.
I don't know either. But I mean, like, what else are they going to do?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, people have been saying like painting is a mind-numbing activity.
Guess
in
I
this
like
community.
to do mind-numbing activities.
You're in a cult of
Myself.
yeah, and me sometimes when we make earrings.
Yes.
Okay, so this one says the leadership should dictate how people feel, which I don't think happens here.
The leadership dictates sometimes in great detail how members should think, act, and feel. For example, members must get permission to date, change jobs, get married.
That's not true here.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like they do things like that.
Yeah,
really.
the group is elitist. I don't think that's true. They're very much about kind of deconstructing.
About not being,
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that point could be like flipped around, do like a 180.
Like they
do you
think they're
know what
better
I
than
mean?
other people because...
Even if they are not saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like,
It could
they
just-
probably
I mean-
think they're doing, like, better work for the environment than other people are doing, which is true.
Yeah. I'm not saying
You
like
know?
good or bad. I'm just saying like that
But yeah,
could be a similar,
Yeah.
sort of thing. What's the next one? The group
well,
has...
so the group has polarized us. So conflict, us versus them in terms of society, which is true in the case of the Rainbow Collective with Babylon. But not everybody who lives in the garden is associated with that group, but a lot of them are. So I would say it's a check for that category. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree with that for sure.
I'm so excited to show you that video. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but the people from the Rainbow Collective, they got a lot of things to say. I recommend everybody watch
okay.
that video if you can. It's very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
The group's leader is not accountable to any authorities.
I mean, like, they pay taxes. Does that... They pay $83 in taxes a month for the land to the government. Does that mean they're at the authority of man? They're not like a religious institution, so they're not really
Right.
under attack by any religious institutions.
I'm just trying to think if there's like another way that this could be worded that fits this specific community, but I don't really know. Like,
They
If
definitely
bad-
can
if
be
bad-
arrested. They have warrants out for their arrest in multiple states.
but they're not getting arrested.
Well, yeah, because they're not in those states. You know?
So they don't answer to.
Well, they answer to the state's authority that they're in.
I don't know.
know.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. The leadership induces guilt feelings in members in order to control them. I have heard that they're like kind of mean, from the one person who left who said that they were like weird about COVID. He's made a lot of videos
I was just
about.
say that sounds like that.
Yeah. So that's a check. Members' subservience to the group causes them to cut ties with family and friends. Ooh, here's the thing we haven't talked about.
Okay.
So I keep seeing this one account. I don't know who the account is, but it's this one person who doesn't have any videos. And they keep commenting. They keep commenting on all the videos. Like, my sister went to the garden and I haven't heard from her in a really long time. And then I I didn't look too much into it because I was like, who is this person? You know what I mean? Like, who,
And it could
you know,
be fake.
who even knows? But like
But
almost
it could be real.
a lot of the videos that I've like saved or like looked at, that is like one of the top comments on like almost all of the videos is that same account on like almost all of the videos that Tree and Rel post, being like, my sister is at the garden. This is her name. Like, is she there? You know?
Yeah.
And like nobody's addressed anything, but also I don't know if that's real because it's like a
it
TikTok
could be
account.
like, a random
Yeah,
person.
like,
just
who
trying to-
fucking knows?
But it
But-
also could be, definitely could be real.
Yeah, because we're talking about this, I figured I might as well mention that like that's something that has like been a topic of
Yeah. It wouldn't
comments.
surprise me if I don't know if they would be like, you have to cut ties with your friends and family, but they would I feel like they might like slightly be like, you don't really want to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have no clue, honestly, because they're like they claim to be like a family friendly. Not that they want your parents to move in, but they're like a family friendly place. You know, like a lot of people who live there are like couples who have children. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It doesn't seem like to me, but I don't know. I haven't lived there. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I do not.
This is all speculation.
Yeah, I just want to say, do not know. I also want to say that sometimes it's really weird. There's like not a lot of people of color who live here, and there's no Native or Indigenous people who live there. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of white people. There was like a woman of color living there. She had a TikTok account, and then she was like, "We are done posting TikToks about the garden." Like a couple weeks ago.
Weird.
I think they've moved on. They might still live there, but they were like, "We are not associated with the garden anymore." So I don't think they live there. But there's not a lot of people of color who are like permanent members of the community. And it's kind of weird that it's like a lot of white people who are alt-right, who are like hateful, who are like, we hate society, when white people were the ones who colonized and established society in this way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and
That's
they're just sort of
literally how people lived
claiming
before you came in.
yeah, so yeah, literally. And so they're just kind of like saying like, oh, everyone should live this way, you know, and it's kind of like, okay, well, I don't know, you're not really doing a lot to like help anybody who like used to live that way until colonizers said like you can't live that way anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So we should acknowledge that too, because like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
That's so
Yeah.
fucking, yeah.
plus, the community is like right outside of like what's known as a sundown town, which is like a place that is unsafe for Black people because of hate crimes that are violent.
Yikes.
And so, like, what? Why would you put it there? I mean, I guess because the land is cheap, right? But like, you obviously don't want Black people to be there.
yeah, that's...
And they
yeah.
have a big sign out front that says like no violence, no weapons. So like if there was a Black person living there and a bunch of fucking racists in Tennessee wanted to go, I don't know, commit a hate crime,
They would know there's
they
no
would
weapons
know,
there.
you know, and who knows if they like, you know, have a gun or something just in case, you know, like who knows? All of them could have guns for as much as I know, but you know, I just feel like advertising that. I don't know, but they're also like they're a family friendly space, and they actually do outreach with the community and host events and stuff. So like, I don't know, maybe it's important to them that they advertise that it's no violence, but it seems to me like an unsafe space for anyone who's not like white, Christian, atheist,
Yeah, 100%. Definitely
like,
sounds
yeah.
like that.
right wing person.
Nowhere that I would like to be.
Yeah. but it's crazy. I want to check it out. You know what I mean? I don't like these people. I don't want to get to know them. I don't want to give them any sort of platform to speak their voices. I don't care about what they have to say. Do I want to see what's going on in Tennessee? Yeah, I do. Yeah. I really do.
Yeah. I do understand, like I said before, like I understand just like wanting to see it.
Yeah.
It's just scary.
Do you want to see it on Google Maps?
I do want to see it on Google Maps. I do, for sure.
Yeah. I'll put up like a screenshot of it. I have a screenshot of it on my computer.
Thank God.
I made a couple slides of a PowerPoint, and then I was like, I don't know. I just kind of want to have a conversation about it.
Yeah,
you know?
I love that.
I gotta find
the PowerPoints. We don't need to always do one.
Yeah, we don't need to always do a PowerPoint. God damn.
I do love a PowerPoint though.
Yeah, it was gonna be really cute. I'll show you I'll show you like the font and stuff. I like made it. I only made like 3 slides. There it is. First option, 8967 Gallon Road. So, okay. Ooh, I don't know how to control a computer. How do I? There we go. This is what we want. And then we want to zoom in. Oh my God, we're doing it. We're doing it. So this is the garden aerial view.
Okay.
These 3 buses are like these ones. They're these like 3 white rectangles.
Yeah.
Those are like the community areas. So like one of them is like the I think this bus over here on the left is the like food bus. They made it into a kitchen. And then one of these is like a free clothing exchange. And so you can like take or leave clothing. So everyone like has access to stuff. Cool. Yeah. And then these are like I don't know. These are other ones. And then this is all like farming land. This is their watchtower.
Yeah, that's yeah,
Which,
okay.
what the fuck?
That sounds culty to me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just like other like community centers, sort of like other things like cabins for people to live in, and like there's another kitchen. And then there's like stuff like in the woods more a little bit as well. But this is what it looks like. It's just like off the road in Tennessee.
It's scary looking.
It's like not too far away from other things. Like these are like houses over here, you know? And then there's just the garden.
I would not want to live by that.
Yeah. I wonder. I don't know. I feel like I read an article that was from like a few years ago that was like thanking the garden for providing crops for community events. And in the interview with like the guy who owns the land, he was like, yeah, like in the past we've definitely like sold items at farms to like make a little money here and there and stuff like that. So it seems like they like sort of participate in society because they like hold events and like music festivals and like theater sort of events, like storytelling events and stuff like that for like the community. And they seem to be kind of popular. I'm not sure. So it's like weird. It's like hard to tell because it seems like dangerous and weird. But then there's also
some of the things you say are like super normal.
Yeah, there's also some like really like weirdly like productive aspects to it. And I am definitely one who believes in self-sustaining communities. Obviously this one is not run properly or correctly, and it's not a good example of one, and I don't believe in this one. You know, no offense to them, but you know, there's a lot of places who do it and they do it well, and it's helpful for the people and it's helpful for the environment and for society. And you know, I am a strong believer that everyone should know how to farm for themselves and make their own food. I have my urban farming certification because I'm so passionate about that. So it's like hard for me to see this. Not like hard for it's so hard for me.
No, I knew.
No, but you know what I mean? It just like sucks because I'm like, yeah, like I don't know. It's just like absolutely crazy. I don't know. I can see if there's any other points that we've missed.
My eyeballs are watering.
Oh no.
It seemed like a good 3/4 of that list could be checked off.
You think 3/4 of the list was checked off? I'd say half was. I think it's about half and half. Personally, but I wasn't really keeping score, to be honest.
I mean, I wasn't, but I felt like I don't know. Maybe it was half and half. Either way, half a cult is still scary.
yeah, no doubt about it. It's weird and creepy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't trust most of the men who live there. If not all of the men who live there, I would not trust.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I would not be leaving my drink with no one.
Yeah, yeah. My Kool-Aid stays in my hand.
No.
It goes nowhere, Madison. I'm making sure I get that sip, all right?
Oh, my God. I can't believe they did that.
I know.
I cannot
Oh my
believe
God.
they
So
did
it's
that.
just like weird. I think they're just, you know, who they are. But I don't think they're a cult. Personally. But I know it's everyone's opinion.
Yeah.
They are culty, but I don't think it's a
Yeah.
cult. I wouldn't classify it amongst anything compared to other cults that have existed.
If we got more like, I feel like, real insider information, I feel like I can make a better assumption, a better
Assessment?
yeah.
I hear you.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, so I heard like a rumor that they were going to do like a Vice article about it. Like Vice was getting in touch with them, but
Yeah.
I like haven't heard anything since. There was a TikToker that was like trying to debunk that. Like Rel was like, we're getting in touch with Vice, and then there's this TikToker who made like 5 videos where she was like, no, they're not. But I was like, how do you know? Like you're
They are
15,
not.
you know? So, but who knows? You know, maybe Vice will make a documentary about it, and maybe I'll be in it.
Because you'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, what if I move there and then I become the leader and then I'm the cult leader of the garden?
I'm going to
take
have
over,
to cut off
wig.
family and friend ties.
This is me. Yeah. You better not retaliate or what were the words? Or you will be kicked out. You'll be kicked out of my cult if you disagree with me. I'm in charge.
What was it? Show, like, dissent.
Dissent.
There
Yeah.
you go.
If you show any sign of dissent, Madison, you're out. You're out.
Okay. Well, I am going to go check out a Church of Scientology as well.
I love Scientology.
I used to live right next to a little Scientology building.
Yeah, same. And when I lived in New York, the Church of Scientology was like right down the street from me.
That's crazy. My last apartment here, it was down the street from me.
Yeah, that's so funny. They put up a Church of Scientology by the Dwight.
Yes, they did.
So
and
I
it's
still
a
live by
super
one a little
creepy building, and so was the building
Church of
we lived next to.
Scientology.
It was
Yeah.
like under construction for like way too long.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
no reason,
And now-
like just in the dark, weird. Yeah.
I want to. Can I a little sneak preview of the Scientology episode?
Okay,
I want to
yeah.
join Scientology before I die. So I mean, we're sensing a pattern here. Don't go to the garden, everybody.
Yeah, don't
Don't
fucking
go.
Do not
You are
go.
not invited. Do not go to the garden, please.
Don't go.
This is not an endorsement of the garden.
Please
Maybe I should put this at the beginning.
beginning.
You're kidding.
You're kidding. You're kidding.
You're kidding.